since August 12th, this is actually going to be for Angry Video Game Nerd as well. Until then, it gotten worse that unable to access like anything but it goes, but now it's completely back. And where does it going to get down again? Or something like for the cookie run, or some sort of where the comic studio servers are going down again, and where that the comic studio servers are going down again, like anyways. So we just search around of the history from the August 15, and looks like we got nothing is actually going to go for cookie bars, and looks likely mostly costume data calls, purely wedding, gingerbread wedding. The darkness was actually to do this as well, the darkness cookies as well. So I'm probably to do this like it's totally what it sells to do what it's signed. And we done here in Melody's random stuff. Like to do this as Crazy Frog, Cyber Haze as well. And what about itself that we're gonna be trying to get in our ways to do it. So let's go to Jimmy Village on Cookie Run Kingdom. Well, let's just jump in for a round of one time as well. So not even to do what is actually to be more as well, because let's going for always cookie run characters for itself to do this. So let's start from them on for everything as cookie run characters like itself, starting in Chamobile, or likely for an unknown character what itself, and what a fully grown female what it is. So, how could we able to name them? Cream Choco was actually very tall as what I just expected like those things as well. Even though that we're gonna be trying to get things ourselves, including like anything from above like those. Pretty like those monsters like anyways. So we have for some sort of for one rival, and another one could be something like this one. And the first category is my garbage. My garbage is actually pretty ruined like this one hail of a day. So another character could be the princess, unlike anything as well. And what about for some sort of garbage like those things? Wasn't pretty like those, everything like those small. Wasn't going to be for real like those. A crazy cheerleader wasn't going to be supposed like this. And what about should be conclude like this one? And nothing supposed to be for some sort of a dark cookies as well. Even for some sort of a like this. Not anyways, that is going to be for such as the same. Monstrous things like therefore, or like the retro version could be for this one. And instead of a Undertales, or the Undertales like we did here, we don't do like anything as well. Bald monsters? Oh dear. That doesn't going to be for literally making any sense to do this. Including for memes about White Lily or Dark Enchantress or Black Pearl Cookie. Which is included for some sort of this. What is actually going to do for some sort of a close-up to do this as well? And what is going on to get around of this thing as well? Especially includes around for such as memes was pretty a lot. And where are the characters by itself? Well, I definitely does not, no matter how it's gonna be trying to get a little bit of sometimes as well. And we got some sort of, oh no. That which is even includes for Gacha Life itself. So we definitely something even it wasn't going to be real. Oh my gosh, what a various scam as well. And we put something even for really around for drawings as well. Oops, not my guess around here for to do this as well. And the backgrounds. which includes memes. Oh gosh, what has actually happened to do this as well? Which includes memes about themselves. So we're gonna include this thing as well, as we're gonna go to get inside for just a little bit of first. So we just added for itself to do this with its other kinds of stuff, and other kinds of random stuff like there was pretty hilarious. Was this any more memes that we got the letter F, and we got more of them and more of them, some sort of a real life itself, and which includes many of them and lots of memes. And what should we be able to get for a next page and another page? Was this a 2006 Honda Civic? I'm not very close to do this as well. So, anyways, we're gonna be added a Honda Civic that we just completely possibly to do this, that we just definitely forgetting about of these submitted sprites. And the last page to do this could be exactly wasn't going to do like anything but it goes. That does not gonna be matters to do what itself. And random memes to do this but its stuff. And what is this is actually going to be tumbling fall around here. Explosion effects and like anything a hair comb. The backgrounds does even for it seems to be exist like somehow to do. What is not going to be a little bit of cost as well, so looks like we're gonna be added for something a little bit of Cosmo itself. But I cannot believe that is actually for only one thing. So even for some sort of a cheerleader to do this as well, or even that we're in the karaoke for as well, or the karaoke stage as well. Like for many other kinds of to do this, which includes like many other more of those backgrounds, which is gonna be a lot to do this is what I just expected. So even for to do this as well, like inside or outside to do, I cannot believe it that those sprites were pretty a lot to do this, especially like those for the Sophie No Sleep and Toezi Gummy as well to do this, like we just got everything as well. So which includes a lot of Toezi Gummies around itself and the props, oh dear, and some kinds of effects like to do this, and the backgrounds like anything from above. Oh dear, like anything but it does, was actually a Honda Civic who wasn't going to pretty driving around to do this as anyways. I'm probably to do what is going to be at the end of this video. So, like it's all itself, because we got a lot of memes, but nothing for about favor about this. Couldn't be exactly how to do this, what is going to do our next page. So, who's just actually going to just live from, and I don't really think that doesn't going to be mean for just one last page as well. And that wasn't going to be pretty exist enough, or isn't it? So, we're just actually added a blood moon, or just we're gonna be added for some sort of a doom guy. So anyways, we cannot able to add for just one more. But why memes that we got even to do this? We added for last straw, we just completely even possible to do this by this garbage. Like anything, but for all of to do this as well, we include like these things. Unlike anything above for him to do this as well. So even that we include like anything of course was to add some really try to find things out. Why just she was even probably to do this, but really sad to do this. Like anybody wasn't actually gonna be pretty happy to do this, what is going to be all for all of this. So that was completely all to do what anything like I just going to do like anything but it was. So even but actually that we just added a Honda Civic like anything from those things, And of course, that we just completely added Pride Month to this thing as well. I'm not living in South Asians, but before that doesn't going to be about to make any sense to do this. That we just aren't going to do this. That completely have contained so many memes and about of those things, or the memes could might able to die like anything as well. So thanks for watching, for all your support. The link is in description below, so be aware about those things. Just please that you're gonna be at age of 18. That must be a major mention, was actually for a major mention alert. That is actually should be able to be saw about this. So thanks for watching for just to do this. I mean, thanks for watching for once again that I just already said this, and I'll be signing off and I'll talk to you mini lads probably all later. But nothing is actually said, no thanks to other kinds of lethal comic studio users, as even though to do this. I'll be seeing you in the next video in about 2 days or less.